Hey guys, this is Cream, the 4014 Train Fan Productions here, and today we will be looking at my HS scale train collection so far. I know it's not that much of trains, but hey, I do plan to get more. So let's get started. We'll first start off with the Canadian Pacific GP15-1, number 1450. Which I got in the Walters Wildfire Express set, and I got it at the Great Midwest Train Show in February. And I gotta be quite honest, I really don't like the locomotive that much. I mean, I do like all of its handrail detailing and even the logo and everything else, but how you have to run the train is just, yeah. I really don't like how you have to control on your device. And by the way, Walther's track is just too hard to put together. I do eventually plan on maybe placing this on a different chassis, or maybe eventually giving it out in my collection, but I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on a newer chassis. Next we have the BNSF GP40-2, number 3001, that came in the Rail Chief set I got off of Amazon last year in December. Not much to say about it other than it's really cool. Then we go on to some Santa Fe engines. I honestly gotta think that the yellow bonnets are cool, but I think the yellow and red bonnets on the Santa Fe engines are cool. So we got a couple F7A units. One of them came in the Thunder Chief set, number 275. I got that in March off of Amazon. And here's the other, which is unnumbered. And I also got it off of Amazon. And I forgot what month I got it from. Then we go on to the Canadian National Alco FA2 engine. I honestly gotta think that this engine is pretty cool. So when I went to Canada, I saw this engine and managed to get it from George's Trains. And I gotta honestly think that this is a really cool engine. Not much to say about it. Then we go to a Union Pacific GP40 engine that I got in an eBay lot. I got it in May, I suppose, but not much to say about it other than it's nice. Then we have another Santa Fe FP45 from Tyco. Again, pretty cool engine, number 5903. It is missing its front and back handrails, but I'm not going to worry about that. Then we go to a couple Athearn engines. First, we have my CSX AC44 CW engine, number 420. I gotta honestly think that the Athearn engines are pretty cool than the other ones, but I gotta say, Athearn makes really cool engines. So I got this at Dispoints Hobbies in April, and I gotta say this engine is a really cool runner. And if you look down here, you can see that one of the wires in the front, or whatever it's called, unfortunately broke off, but hey, not a big deal at all. I gotta say that this engine is pretty cool. Then we move on to my BNSF SD75M number 9526, which I got at the Great Midwest Train Show in April when it was my birthday. And I gotta honestly think that this is not a super great runner. So I control this using a Digitex DCC controller, and when I type in the road number name and when I try to run it, it apparently does not run. So I mostly use a Bachmann Power Pack speed controller, Then the last of the diesel fleet, we have a Santa Fe SD, I think it's an SD75M engine, number 206. And I gotta honestly think that Santa Fe is beginning to be my favorite railroad because of the yellow and red schemes. And I gotta collect some more Athearn engines. And that is all for the diesel fleet. And I will be eventually collecting more Athearn and Bachmann and Tyco engines. But let's move on to the steam engines. So first off, we have the Southern Pacific Daylight, and it's a 484 engine, number 4449. And I got this at a hobby shop called Arnie's Model Trains in California. And I gotta honestly say that I'm not a huge fan of this. I mean, I like how it's made though, but I don't like the fact of how this is made of plastic. Like, I do like the detailings on the top and the handrails. Yeah, but I'm not a huge fan of how Bachmann made it. I mean, yeah, that's how they made the other one, but overall, not the best. Next, we move on to my favorite British steam engine, which is the A1 Class Flying Scotsman, number 4472. And I gotta say that this is a really cool engine. I got this off of Amazon 2 times apparently, and if you're wondering why, is because the front bogies broke off apparently. And you can see that one of these stairs or whatever you want to call them broke off too. But overall, a great engine. And I do plan to get more Hornby stuff like the Mallard. Maybe I may get that. Next we have the USRA engine from Canadian Pacific. It is made by INC Trains. I got this at George's Trains, like I mentioned with this engine. And I gotta honestly say that this is a pretty cool engine. It is 2468, and this is kind of reminding me of the CP2816 engine, and not much to say. Next, we have the Chattanooga engine, number 638, an 080 engine. So I got this off of eBay, but it was unfortunately not working. I got it in April. I eventually took it to Dispoints Hobbies to get it fixed, and it is fixed. Well, not fully fixed. You can see that the headlamp is a little bit bent, but not to worry about. Next, we have some 260 engines. For the first one is in a Pennsylvania livery, number 76, that came in the Liberty Bell special set. And finishing off this model train collection, we have the Jingle Bells Express engine, number 1225, and this is my first model train I got back in December. Alright guys, so that concludes my model train collection. I will eventually get more Athearn Genesis engines because Athearn makes the coolest engines, and maybe I might get more Bachmann. But you know what? I'm gonna stick to what I have for now. Well guys, thanks for watching.